Hello everyone, this is Serenius here, back with another awesome Halo 5 video for you guys today. Very excited to deliver my 17th installment of the Champion High Free-for-All August season gameplay today, guys. And very excited to produce this matchup because matching up against Adam N Lund here and UberNick, so this will definitely be a good game. And for those of you that don't know, UberNick is quite a big YouTuber and has a community of like 4,000 subs on his channel, and makes a lot of montages, that kind of thing. And his montage was actually broadcast like 1 million times during the Halo World Championships during waiting times between games. And you know, you definitely heard of UberNick, or at least seen that Taj. Trust me, if you've been watching you know, the Pro League or what have you, or the World Championships, you would have definitely seen his montage. But I'm going to come on to that shortly and talk a little bit more about that. But before we do that, I did promise you guys I would talk about map strategy and initial spawns for this map, because I didn't do it in episode 15 where I matched up against AG Pioneer. So the first spawn we saw was the one under snipe. We also see a spawn outside here for that spawn under snipe, and usually those players will engage in a 1v1. There's also this bunker spawn that I've just shown you, and a player that spawns on the stairwell side of Molten, which is on the other side of the lava room. And where Adam N Lund is a spawn under lava room sort of area. And then we have this player that spawns in the lava room exactly. So, and those are the sort of spawns that you can get. We also had a spawn in bunker there. So those, like, this gives you a general idea of where players spawn on this map. And it's pretty much the same most of the time for Molten. The only difference is those players that engage in that 1v1 down bottom snipe, where one player is outside of it and one player is exactly underneath. There might not always be a player outside, it's like a 50% chance, so if you get that spawn on the snipe, you should just kind of assume that someone will be there. So definitely just being ready for that is really you know, advantageous. So off my starting spawn at bunker, the two plays I could have done was, like I did, you know, try and push for the stairwell for opportunity to pick up kills, or go for that brute plasma, which is probably, in this scenario, is probably what I should have done, because when I arrived on the stairwell, obviously I didn't know who was going to be alive and dead, but there was no one for me to kill, so that was really unfortunate. So, you know, that was kind of a shame. Also recording this gameplay, guys, on my birthday today as well. It's the 19th of September, so really happy to be doing that. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the players a bit before we get fully into this match. So, matching up against UberNick, as I said, you know, and you would have seen his montage probably 1 million times if you've watched the Halo World Championships, etc. And after this game, when I beat him, I said to him, "That's for making me watch your montage like 1 million times. This is your punishment." And he sent me back saying, "Hi, you got me, bro." So it was kind of funny that, you know, like, I did have to kind of show him his boss in this gameplay, because the amount of countless hours I've spent watching that Taj, because of, you know, the fact that 343 wouldn't put any different ones. No offense, UberNick, but, you know, I had to watch that so many times. And also in this gameplay, matching up against Adam N Lund, is also a champion free-for-all player. I've never really, I don't think I've ever lost to Adam N Lund as well. He's a kid that in Team Slayer, he plays with Prophet, continuously run over him, and, you know, I did kind of expect to beat him in this gameplay as well. You know, he is a decent player, definitely, you know, is, you know, definitely a good game, but I haven't lost this kid yet, so still, I think, undefeated against him. And in this gameplay as well, there are some really good Onyx players as well, like Axel Storm was pretty good in this gameplay, and also Wizard was also in my B11 video, which you can find on my channel, which was also on Molten, funny enough. So yeah, this guy right here, played this guy before, so, you know, some pretty Onyx high players, as well as champion player Adam N Lund, and also UberNick, I'm guessing, based on his fan base, must be pretty good, or at least you would think. I mean, it doesn't really translate for spiteful, but no, I'm just messing around. I don't want to bring all that up again, but you know, yeah, fan base would definitely suggest that you know, the player's well liked and well thought of, so you must, you know, I would assume that he's good anyway. So yeah, basically coming back to the gameplay here. So before we get into any of those domestics, so talking about the gameplay now. So as I've said with Molten Free-for-All, it's really important to go for noise on this map. It's really important to go for whoever's next to you. Definitely don't want to go for like really long range battles on this map. When I played against AG Pioneer, like I said, it was one of the best gameplays I've ever played, so I can't expect to replicate those performances on this map all the time, and the way that worked out was just, you know, it's just something that's never going to happen again. So I can't really anticipate for such godly gameplay like that again. But I think definitely things that can make you achieve godly gameplay like that is just, you know, being aware of your surroundings on Molten. It's really important to not, like, you know, go too far afield for a kill. It's just, you need to sort of be quite passive and you know, quite punchy on the way you go for your kills and things. Just sort of be aware of, like, how many players are alive and dead on this map. Try and get yourself in good positions at all time. Main battle location of this map is where I'm at now. That this is what I call computer room. Leading to the lava room is a massive battle location. There's player spawns for a lot of people around the lava room. So if you're kind of sitting, you know, near the stairwell, you're definitely going to find people there. Also holding down. Sorry, excuse me. Got a bit of a cold. Holding down top snipe with the brute plasma is a really good strategy as well, because a lot of people end up like rushing you and stuff. So definitely, you know, wise to sort of patrol this area. As you can see, I'm in the phase of not picking it up because I was convinced that I didn't need it to win. But you should definitely pick it up. Like when I show you my later Molten gameplays, you'll always see me picking it up, because I decided it was time to get good with it, because playing Champion High free-for-all is kind of like, you know, necessary to get that on this map, because everyone kind of will use it against you. So definitely important to, you know, grab that, because a lot of players will grab it. So just be aware of that. So right here, just always push in for where I can hit battles, where I think players are going to likely be. Bunker is another sort of prime spot for a battle location as well. Also, you know, on snipe as well, and under snipe, that sort of whole area under the lava room is a whole battle location as well. So definitely, you know, under bottom snipe leading to under bottom lava room stairwell, there's a lot of fights that go on there as well. So definitely you can encounter a lot of players in small portions of this map, and that's why I really like Molten free-for-all, to be honest, because you just kind of run around. Like, I find with certain maps in free-for-all, they just play very set up. I mean, the one I hate the most is Fathom free-for-all. I just can't stomach Fathom free-for-all. I don't think I won it a single time in this whole August season because it's just a map that I can't play. I find it very hard to play. It's just so unpredictable with the way people camp on that map. You know, people just camp in tree houses for ages. They just, like, you know, stay on the flag side. It's just very hard gameplay to read, and you know, Fathom is obviously a better designed map in terms of, like, you know, 4v4 you know, contests, but in free-for-all I can't stand it. It's got to be the worst map in my opinion to play. You know, and I do prefer these ones like Molten, Riptide, and all these other, like, you know, bad maps in fours, but in free-for-all I just think they play a lot better, because, you know, the spawns are sort of, you know, more spread out, and, you know, like, people do camp of course in free-for-all, like on any map, but I just find with Fathom is some of the worst camping I've ever experienced on that map. So more so than Molten. So, you know, definitely it's quite bad. So, you know, so at this point, guys, you know, as I've said before, with sniping, you know, if you can stay alive, but definitely an advantageous weapon to grab. Just don't commit yourself to it too much, because you can waste a lot of time on this map, or in any map, you know, with a sniper rifle, if you just kind of, like, you know, spend a bit more, you know, too much time kind of, you know, trying to go for those shots. So right there, you know, really nice nade on Adam N Lund. There's nice Serene's nade on point, and finish off with the assault rifle. And at this point, just looking to push up to top snipe to, again, look for the players that are fighting each other and pick off the survivor. Always nice in that play if you can get two, because, you know, that's really going to project you far in the free-for-all. At this point, just trying to make sure I get this kill, and then it nearly was a bit of a fumble here, and nearly got ninjaed, but I just really wanted to make sure that I got that kill, and Adam N Lund there was playing quite smart, because he knew that I was first place chasing him, and he really didn't want to feed me that kill, so you can see he was trying with all his might to not feed me that kill, so that he could still have a chance in this game. At that point, you know, it's not such a bad idea to die to that player, because I think JD, Trigger, whatever his name is, I think he's one of the players that's a bit further behind, so dying to a player sometimes that is further behind is a much better play, because sometimes dying to a player that is in second is just, you know, that you kind of want to avoid that, especially if you're first place. So if you can die to a player that is really struggling, like UberNick, I think was one of the last position people as well. You know, like, I'm not saying just end up going to die by him and feed yourself to the last place guy. But if you know you're definitely going to die, you should try and die by a player that has no chance of winning, because you're just not making any opportunities for the second place person to get kills. So at this point, that was really unfortunate, and that was probably at the time where I was probably swearing my head off, because I was literally an inch away from grabbing that kill on Axel Storm, and then I get spark charged by Wizard, which really annoyed me. So I definitely would have been annoyed about that at the time, especially because that last minute and a half I haven't really had a kill, so that opens the door for Axel Storm to sort of catch up a bit, so we really don't want that happening. And I really want to get my win over Adam N Lund, because I always beat this kid, and obviously against UberNick as well for making me watch his montage. So I've got to think about all that whilst I'm trying to stay alive here. So at this point, guys, just very unlucky again to not get away with a kill until I stick UberNick there for a montage clip. But no, I'm joking. Not really anything worthy there, but but that was a nice stick under pressure, to be honest, because I didn't want to walk away with no kills at all, so that's a really nice bit of play. Getting my revenge on Wizard there for nicking my kill, and again just being a bit unfortunate really not to stay alive quite a few times here where I could have had the kill and didn't get it. So that was really unfortunate, but not doing too much damage because Axel Storm actually died in that scenario. So I'm still ahead by a little bit, so I have got a lot of time on my hands. And like I said, when you're close to winning a game like this in free-for-all and you've got a decent lead, you just shouldn't choke the game. It's just, really make sure you close out the game. It's really important to do that. So Axel Storm did get a kill there, but so did I. So I'm still 2 ahead, and I know where one of the players is on the map. Saw a player at bottom snipe, so I look to push that kill, and do end up getting Adam N Lund. And right here, panic nading, and it actually works out. Get Axel Storm for the match finisher. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I hope it taught you a little bit more about Molten free-for-all in ways of moving around on this map. Just go for noise, be aware of the spawns that I've told you, and just really run around. Every Molten game is different, so it's really hard to talk about a set strategy in each one, but definitely holding down Brute Plasma at Snipe is a really good play. Definitely moving around on this map in a circular motion, poaching kills is really a good way to go on this map, and being aware of the main battle locations on this map. Guys, this is Serenes here, back with my 17th installment of Champion High Free for August season gameplays on my birthday, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.